I'm Ashlyn.
And I'm Zach.
And we're traveling A to Z.
This week we're in Greenland.
As you can see, we did not win the seat lottery. We are squished between multiple people.
We're going from London to Copenhagen, and then Copenhagen to Greenland. Getting there.
So we just made it to Copenhagen, and we're gonna go find our hotel, and then tomorrow morning, early in the morning, we're gonna head to Greenland. So behind me is the hotel we stayed at, the Comfort Hotel, right next to the airport. Super convenient if you're going through Copenhagen or only have like 6-8 hours. We came in at like 11 o'clock at night, and we're leaving at like 7:30 in the morning, and so it was perfect. We got a little sleep. They were super nice, super beautiful hotel. It was good. And now we're heading back to the airport, and you can just walk there. We are getting ready to get on Greenland Air to head to Greenland. We're gonna go the west side of Greenland. So Greenland is kind of difficult to get to, so the only two places to get to it is through Copenhagen or through Reykjavik in Iceland. We're going through Copenhagen. They have a lot more flights through Copenhagen compared to Iceland. The flights still, there's not very many. It's usually just once in the morning, and sometimes it's like 3 or 4 times a week, depending on what time of year. During the summer, there's more.
We made it.
This is the whole airport. It is really small. Downstairs is the baggage area. As you walk out of the airport, there are a couple shops that are open Monday through Friday, and then you can walk to the Polar Lodge, which is right outside of the airport.
So we're staying at the Polar Lodge, which is an old military barrack. It's one of the top spots to stay here because there's only a couple of places to stay in this whole little town.
We're gonna give you a tour of the building. So this is our room, pretty simple.
So this little place has a little sitting area, and then all the washrooms and bathrooms are outside of the rooms, so they're all shared. It's a simple bathroom
With a shower.
this way. There's more rooms. Another kitchen. They have breakfast in here every day till about 9 in the morning. So this is the hotel. Right there. That's the airport. Like 100 meters? 300 feet away? Very convenient. And that's the town next to the airport. That's it. So they have a little path that walks from the hotel or hostel to the actual airport.
On the mountain, there's a gorgeous view of the whole city and the runway.
This is the town of
Kangerlussuaq.
and it was an old military base, United States military base, and in 1992 they deserted it and they don't use it anymore as a military base for the United States. Now the Danish has a couple military here, but not much, and they use it mainly for tourism, and so a lot of the tourists fly into this airport. They have a couple hotels, and that's about it here. So this town has a population of about 500 people, and about 100 of those are actually kids that go to school. And usually as people retire, they leave the area because there's no hospital or doctor here, so then they go somewhere else.
So this right here is the runway. Yeah, that's all runway right there. And the reason that's important is because if you're on a plane coming from North America to Europe and your plane has a problem, you need a place to land. And that's where you're going, right there, that runway. So they have a radar station up here so that they can track and communicate with all the planes that are over the Atlantic Ocean going from North America to Europe. And this is their emergency stopping station. One last thing about this place right here. Apparently this was a stopping over station during the Berlin airlift when they were transporting foodstuffs from North America to support the Berliners in the 1940s.
This large building is a storage unit for the town, and the green pipes are actually to help prevent the permafrost from freezing the building. This green building is the old military hospital. It is now used as a warehouse for broken machines. We're now heading on an hour-and-a-half Tundra Safari to look for muskox and reindeer. So this is the Watson River, which the water is coming from the glacier ice cap as it melts. During the summer, the river fills all the way up because of the melt. Right now, it's still kind of winter time and there's not a lot of water in there.
Looking for a muskox. So far we've seen 2 reindeer. Still looking.
So we're on the Tundra Safari and we're at the top of the mountain now, which is also where the antenna tower is, in search of muskox and reindeer. We saw a few muskox, but they're really far away. A couple reindeer also far away. This is a pretty neat little area though. It's beautiful views. Probably can't see them, but there's 2 muskox out there, kind of just roaming. They're right there.
Here's a close-up picture of what a muskox looks like.
So the rock is super smooth from the glaciers. It used to have about a half a kilometer of ice on top of this at one point. It's just super slick.
These are all the Greenlandic sled dogs. So these guys are bred to pull. That's all they do. They're not like they're not like house pets like we have in the United States. They're work dogs. Oh, you are so cute. Oh, you're right. It's just a puppy. He's gonna like eat the camera.
So they have like long hair and then they have like short, like warm hair.
Well,
like
it is Greenland.
Their fur is different. Like, no, it's noticeably different. They don't look like normal dog hair.
Yeah.
Like, they're totally different.
So this cafe is in the airport is the only place to get food except for like the grocery store, which does have some sandwiches and some focaccia bread and stuff like that. There's nowhere else to get food that's already like cooked. They have so many desserts here. Zach got a chocolate cake and I got a pasta because it's like the only, I think, vegetarian thing here.
Zach got an unusual looking hot dog.
So they poke a hole in the end of a loaf of bread and stuff a hot dog in there. Not just a hot dog.
We're heading to Lake Ferguson to go get dinner.
So this is the restaurant we're eating at in the middle of nowhere. So this restaurant has a lake view. It's a frozen lake view, but it has a view. Lake Ferguson is about 5 kilometers or a little over 3 miles from the main city, which is where the airport is. It's about a 12-minute drive. Now we're gonna go eat.
This is one of 2 restaurants that is in town. The first restaurant was the cafe we ate at the airport, and then this one, which they call the Rowing Club. This restaurant, they have 2 sittings, one at 6 p.m. and one at 7 p.m., and you get a ride from either the airport or the hotel. The ride is included in the meal.
I've never seen a frozen over lake thaw out before, and I think when it freezes, it starts at the shore and it freezes towards the middle. And I guess when it thaws out, I always thought it started in the middle and went towards the shore, but I guess not. It is thawed out at the shore, and there's like this lump of ice in the middle. I had no idea it did that. It's crazy.
So at this restaurant, they do a buffet a few times a week, I think, and then the other days they just do one meal. So tonight it's lamb, and then I'm getting the vegetarian option, which is vegetables.
It's a lamb chop, and I'm gonna eat it in Greenland. Yum.
Here's that vegetarian one, which looks pretty good. And potatoes.
And we have chocolate cake for dessert.
So we just ate at restaurant Greenland, I think is how you say it. Probably said it completely wrong. It's very good. Definitely recommend it. If you're here for more than a day, I would definitely check it out. It's probably one of the best restaurants so far that we've tasted, but there's only 2 restaurants here, so I recommend it.
I don't care if there are 2 restaurants, this is still great. And they got a view of the lake right out there. Pretty cool place. So this is Lake Ferguson, and this is the location of the northernmost rowing club in the world. And here we are. It's frozen over right now, so they're not rowing, but this is it.
The sun is right there, it's popping out. I guess this area has over 300 days of sunny days in the year. It's one of the most like constant weather places, which is one of the reasons I think they built one of the US Air Bases here. But it's one of the top places to go see the northern lights because it's usually clear. Unfortunately, it's a cloudy day today, and we wouldn't see them because the sun's up pretty much 24/7 now because it's basically summer. But during the winter, it's supposed to be a great place to see the northern lights.
Join us next week as we go hike and camp on the ice cap. If you enjoyed our video, please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures.